impact, they're more likely to short internally and burn. Ask any firefighter. They'll tell you putting out a lithium-ion battery fire, especially in a car, is impossible. 2026, though, brings a giant step forward. A new generation of solid-state batteries pack more energy into smaller spaces. A car that may get 300 miles on a lithium-ion battery will get 500 with a solid-state battery. And the risk of fire is extremely rare. Sign up for my free newsletter at getkim.com. If you run a small business, you know hiring the right person can make or break you. One bad hire costs you time and money. One great hire transforms everything. That's why I use LinkedIn Jobs. Their new AI assistant makes hiring easier. In fact, employees hired through LinkedIn are 30% more likely to stick around for at least a year compared to the leading competitor. When every hire counts, that's huge. With LinkedIn Jobs AI Assistant, you set your criteria, it filters all the applicants, and you see only the best matches. No more drowning in resumes. Plus, it suggests 25 great fit candidates every single day, so you can invite them to apply and keep things moving. Hire right the first time. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Kim, then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant, making it easier and faster to find the top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Kim to post your job for free. LinkedIn.com/Kim. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Dr. Jonathan Hunter. At the clinics, your health is our priority. Whether it's a routine checkup or ongoing care, we are here for you. Dr. Noah Miller, our newest family medicine physician, along with 5 other dedicated family physicians, are now accepting new patients. Schedule your appointment today. And remember, if you're ever admitted to the hospital, our doctors will see you there too. Most insurance and Medicare are accepted. The clinics, 1587 North Bolton, 445-9823, online at theclinics.us.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics. With 18 providers and 3 locations, someone can see you today.
It's Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest-running talk show. Whether it's the guests or the callers, Talkback is where Central Louisiana begins its conversation.
Well, hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Talkback here on this Wednesday. I'm Al Quartermont along with Stephen Maxwell, and glad you all could be with us today. You might notice we're coming to you just a little bit earlier than we normally do. We've got some programming situations happening with CBS, so that facilitated us starting a little bit earlier today, Stephen. So is your circadian rhythm off a little bit as you get here
just
early?
Ruined it. 4 minutes. It's just really jacked up my day.
Exactly. When you do any kind of morning radio or television, you get into such a rhythm of your schedule that even like a 5-minute difference can make a difference.
Especially when you're rolling in 5 minutes early.
That's true. But I'm sure that's the case pretty much with everybody, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So we're here a little bit earlier. Consider it bonus talkback here on KSYL.
We're not even charging for it.
Not even. I mean, where can you get such a good deal?
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 2 for 1.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so glad to have everyone with us. Our number is 318-442-8255 on the BOM Bank Talk Line. We'll have a lot of things to get to today. Of course, we're happy to take your phone calls as well and look forward to conversation with you as the news cycle is in full force right now. And I guess probably the big story that everyone's starting off with today, at least nationally, is the fact that 5 years ago today was the now infamous attack on the Capitol and all the things that have come with that since. So depending on your kind of perspective of the news and that story, a lot of people have varying opinions about it, but it certainly was a significant day. I think we can at least agree on that.
For sure. Maybe not necessarily my opinion, but there are some news articles I saw this morning that I thought were just kind of like poking the bear. You know, they're like pushing to get comments kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And they're like, where were you at on January 6th, 5 years ago? Tell us in the comments.
Oh, really?
Like it was not, okay.
Wow.
Like it was 9/11 or something.
Yeah.
It was, I have my opinion about it. We said it before, but it was interesting.
Yeah.
I do remember where I was at, though. It's kind of funny, though.
Well, I
was in your classroom.
Oh, were you really?
Where were we?
No, 5 years ago we were.
Oh, we were in the newsroom.
We were in the newsroom.
I was in the classroom for the Boston Marathon.
Oh,
remember that?
Yeah. When when the bombing happened. That was awful.
Don't listen to me about remembering things, honestly.
Really?
I was
Like George W. Bush, you misremember a lot?
I do. I remember giving my 9/11, where I was during 9/11. I was in the 2nd grade in this place, and then my buddy texts me, goes, "Dude, we were in the 3rd grade." I was like, oh.
You missed it by a whole year.
I was like, okay. I remember what happened though, but
Yeah.
not the year apparently. So.
Right. Oh, well, that's okay. That's okay. But it's interesting because when you really look at the aftermath of that over these last 5 years, it's led to a lot of, obviously political debate and discussion. It's led to a lot of conspiracy theories and rumors. We have the pipe bomb guy that was arrested just a few weeks ago. You still have a lot of people who feel that maybe from some cases it was a little bit of a setup. I don't know if we'll ever know the full answer to what took place, but I do know that select committee that ended up holding hearings about it, I think looking back now, I have a lot of questions about that, but I think there was like a statute of limitations if some of those people could have been brought up on any kind of charges that ran out. I believe it's today.
Mm.
And people were, at least I've seen on Twitter, people were pressuring Pam Bondi to do something, but I don't know that she really is going to.
Well, no surprise. We're all still debating JFK's assassination, so
Yeah.
it's just one of those things.
Yeah, good point.
No.
Good point.
We saw it, and we all have opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Hope it doesn't happen again.
Yeah. But here we are on the 6th day of January already. This year is just flying by, Stephen.
Sure is. It's can't believe we're a week in already.
All right, let's talk a little bit about what you did yesterday. What were some of your big stories yesterday? Can you even remember yesterday?
We had the what is it called? The school board, Rapids Parish School Board. They voted to allow cash payments at school events. It came after they pushed to have cashless only payments.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of citizens were concerned about paying the fees on the cards, and they say they add up over time after multiple events and multiple things. Those card payment fees add up, and some people just don't have cards or apps or whatever.
Yeah.
And so they want to bring cash back. School board seemed very receptive to it. They're like, okay, we'll do it for school events. There's some logistical things that we're having issues with when it comes to school fees, other things, dealing with paying stuff for school.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're going to look at that in a committee meeting and discuss that later this month to possibly expand cash payment to other school purchases. Another issue for those in favor of cashless only options, the superintendent, I don't know where his opinion is on this, but the superintendent brought up that they've had concerns with audits when it came to counting cash, constant problems.
Yeah.
That's why cashless payments might be a better option. It's more streamlined that way. But board member McCall was saying that if it's on the schools, they can't count cash. That's on them. That's something they need to figure out and fix. I mean, they say it's a basic issue to resolve, or
yeah.
But yeah, that's where we're at on that. So I think some people are happy. You can, at school events, basketball games, sporting events, you can now pay with cash.
Okay, so you were saying people were concerned about the fees. Are you talking about the people that were paying to get into the events were being charged fees?
Yes. Like credit card. Like you know how you go to a restaurant, if you pay with card, it's like 15 cents more kind of thing.
Yeah.
They got to pay those companies those credit card fees.
I thought usually like the proprietor pays those.
It was they were complaining that it was on them. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So
whenever I go to places, sometimes.
Yeah, once in a while you'll see that.
I'd say a lot for me.
Really?
Because I never, ever use cash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm afraid I might misplace it or something, and it's easier with the cars and everything.
Sure.
But the school board backtracked on it. They're going back to cash option.
Yeah, because to me, if you were going to say, we don't do cash, we only take cards, but then you're going to charge people on top of that, I could see where that would be a problem. I mean, if you're going to do it, then you need to take the hit.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about, like, let's just take a high school basketball game. I mean, that's not, how would I term this? that's not an event where maybe the school is completely dependent on the money. I mean, I'm sure they utilize it well and it's very helpful, but my point being is you're inviting people to come to your school from the outside public saying, hey, it's $10 to get into this game. Oh, by the way, we're going to charge you 30 cents as well if you use a card, even though you have to use a card because we don't accept cash. I mean, it just sounds, to me, that just seems stupid.
Yeah, and I'm personally willing to pay 20 cents, so I don't have to take out cash.
Yeah.
But I get it,
It's
I mean,
more
it is
a principle kind of thing.
It is money, right? It's issued by the government, and it's good for all debts.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
allegedly.
I guess so. But yeah, that was a big controversy. A lot of people just don't like the. There's a lot of people I say in this area that don't like the idea of a cashless society, and that's something we've been talking about in my life with my circle for decades.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and we've seen this even in Europe. Because you become 100% cashless, it's not a far leap to then start tying your ability to pay for things on your kind of social credit score. Things like. I mean, that's kind of getting ahead of the game. But I do think you're right. I think we're moving to much more of a cashless society. We have been for a while. But to me, again, in something like a high school sporting event, charging people on top of that just seems like a bad move. That's just and if I'm wrong, someone can call in and correct me there. But
and one concerned resident came up there and said, "We're paying a fee for the school board's convenience."
Yeah.
And so
right. Yeah.
That's what they were saying.
100%. That's what I'm trying to say too.
Right.
It's kind of like from time to time I'll sell some things on eBay just to make a little extra cash on the side. I always do free shipping. Because to me, if you're going to buy what I'm selling, it's a customer service thing. I might lose a little bit on my profit side, but at the end of the day, you're the one who's willing to spend this on something you probably don't really need. It's not essential. So I appreciate it, and I'll kind of, what I'm saying? I think it's a customer service kind of thing.
Well, I mean, regardless, you're going to end up paying for it anyway because their bottom line is the bottom line. And so they're gonna get their money either way.
Right.
It's kind of like tipping for things that shouldn't be tipped. Now, don't get me started on that.
Yeah, because you go to a lot of restaurants now, and it's like you're ordering at the counter, and they really don't do anything to serve you the food other than to hand it to you.
Their actual job.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why they're there. And then it's like, asking you to add on 15, 18, 20% tip. It's like, for what?
Sometimes they're starting at 20.
Yeah, I know.
Like the option.
Yeah. I mean, you used to always have like the little glass thing with the hole in it where you could just drop a couple bucks for the people. But I guess they weren't getting enough from that. So,
and it's like the pressure. Like they're looking at you like,
but here
again, you like to tip.
This to me is kind of back to what I'm saying about like the basketball games. You need people to come in and spend money at your restaurant. You should be paying your employees enough money to make a wage commiserate with what they're doing for their work. If you're asking the public to add to that, almost getting to the point of being non-voluntary or, like you said, almost guilting you into it, that makes me less willing to go to that restaurant. But then, I don't know if your wife's like this. My wife is always like, zero. It doesn't even faze her. She just...
Hey, look, I come on here and complain on the radio.
Yeah.
But I'll tip more just to be nice.
Me too.
Because I did it too.
And we're also kind of, these limited public figures to where I'm like, I don't want somebody to be like, yeah, Al Gornamont came into our restaurant and he didn't tip us.
Oh, it's happened to me.
Has it?
Because I'm not going to, you know what? There's one individual at a certain local drinking establishment who was maybe a little tipsy. He's like, you didn't tip me. And I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, you blah, blah, at this restaurant. I was like, I ordered a side soup because I was just sitting there with friends. It was $1. It was like $1.50 to $2 for the whole soup. So I guess I'd had to like give a 300% tip or something. I was barely even there.
Should have left a quarter.
So yeah, like, geez.
Next time, no soup for you.
I know, no soup for you. I'm never getting soup there again now. So, but yeah,
That's weird.
What were we talking about? School board? Yeah, so they decided that.
Yeah, okay.
And I was asked to give a check the other day.
Right.
I don't even know. I haven't had checks in years. Like, I don't even know where to get that. I have to go order them now, and I'm just not a cash guy.
Well, I remember that when I was news director at the TV station and hiring people, it used to be an automatic. Whenever you hired somebody new, you need a canceled check voided check to go along with some paperwork for you to get direct deposit. And I remember the first time, like, one of the people I was hiring said, well, I don't have a checking account. I was like, what? Like, how do you get...
Okay, that's pretty... No checking account.
Well, they had an account, but they didn't have checks.
Oh, okay.
Actual checks.
Yeah, me neither. Dude, I don't have a single one in my house.
That's crazy.
I'm a grown adult.
Wow.
But I've never really needed one until the other day.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I'm like an Apple Pay. I'd be like the Chinese who they go there and they use their thumbprint to pay. I'd be the first to sign up for it, like the Amazon thing. I get the pitfalls of it, but I just don't care enough.
You like the convenience.
I like the convenience. That's capitalism at its best, coming up with ways to make my life more convenient.
All right. Well, there you go. If you have some thoughts on this, folks, we got some calls.
What kind of identity they're going to steal from me? Unless like they're going to get much out of me. Oh no, you're
kind of a boring guy.
You stole my investments.
What investment?
Exactly.
Okay, let's go to the phone calls. Good morning, you're on Talkback.
Well, I had no idea that was the topic, but being a Methuselah, I prefer checks, and I do carry cash. So I guess sooner or later, the powers that be will take that all away from me.
Then what are you going to do? Yeah, what are you going to do?
Well, I don't know. I guess I'll be put in a nursing home that takes care of old folks for free. Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm the type, if they got rid of cash altogether, I'd be like, I'd miss it now all of a sudden. That I'd want it.
Yeah.
I want what I can't have.
Since we're talking about cash, it occurred to me yesterday after hearing the discussion about the $40,000 an acre for several hundred acres near Boise. I just Googled what is the price of cleared farmland in the region. And it came up $3,500 an acre. Well, you can go, say, double that or triple it and get to $10,000 an acre. Why would any company pay $40,000 an acre for cleared farmland?
I could assume what they're doing. Like I said, I don't even have investments, so I don't even know what these guys are doing.
Well, I assume they have somebody's upfront investment money, and it reminds me of several years, maybe 30 years ago, there was a project to take crawfish and crab peeling waste and turn them into gajillions of dollars worth of dye. Red dye could be extracted, and it was apparently potentially very valuable. But the company that set up basically hired all of its relatives, and instead of leasing things, was buying things outright and so forth, and they went under. But they went under, everybody got paid up front more or less using the investor money. And it almost strikes me as they're using investor money to, enrich somebody.
I mean, I think Matt said that during the show yesterday as well, that a lot of times when you get these companies, we saw that with Revolution Aluminum, there's a lot of money put into kind of that initial phase. So yeah, that's a pretty common thing. Now, in a lot of cases we saw, especially during the Obama administration, where people were getting government money to put into these kind of pipe dream projects that then never developed. And so, yeah, you can ask the question, well, what happened to the money? Who got the money at the end of the day?
Well, I mean, this just sounds like more of these grandiose programs, like Cowboy Town was going to be a methanol plant.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. But
then,
the data centers are coming. I mean, they have to come because of what the public is demanding in terms of what they want for technology. And with AI just in its very infancy at this point, that's only going to get way, 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 way bigger. So I don't look at data center projects quite the same way as I would with green energy type projects. I think you're talking about something that the market is creating versus something that the government is creating out of ideological views on climate and that sort of thing. Do you see the difference?
Yeah, I see the difference, but I don't understand the gross expenditure of money.
Yeah.
It just strikes me as being something doesn't smell right.
Yeah, that is a ton of money. Because what was the total amount of the deal, Stephen? Was it like 24 million?
27 almost?
27 million? Yeah, and I know Matt said who the real estate broker was that handled that deal. I guarantee you he's smiling today. Every real estate agent in this area wishes that would have been them. I guarantee that. So, all right, thank you for... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, as I pointed out yesterday, they need water.
Yeah.
And they can't use Red River water because Red River water has too much minerals in it.
Yeah.
So what are they going to use? They're going to use my tainted freshwater aquifer that's going to be perhaps, as I said, tainted by CO2. I mean...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of those would be details to come later. I remember seeing recently a study. It came from some prestigious school saying that the need for energy and water in a lot of these data centers has been overblown, that they don't think it will be nearly as much as it's been said. So who knows? We will see. All right, we're a little behind. We need to take a break. More Talk Back coming up.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics. With 18 providers and 3 locations, someone can see you today.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. American Airlines will begin offering free high-speed Wi-Fi starting this month. But there is a catch. You have to be a member of its loyalty program. The carrier plans to complete the rollout on nearly all flights by early spring through a partnership with AT&T. American has been working on an overhaul to its operations. Checking on your money, stocks have been on a tear. You can see it in your 401k. But this morning, the S&P 500 is coming off yesterday's record high. Futures are little changed. But any money you're making is going out the door with the surging cost of electricity. Power prices have been climbing at well above the pace of overall inflation. As a result, utility bills are eating up a bigger chunk of consumer budgets. The rush to build power-hungry artificial intelligence data centers is widely seen as one reason why electricity is getting more expensive. The government forecasts that residential power costs will rise more than 4% this year, adding to last year's jump of almost 5%. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
A new year means time to do more, discover more, and have more fun. At Rapides Parish Library, there's always something happening. Story times, book clubs, classes, tech help, and exciting events for all ages happening every day. Whether you want to learn, connect, or just escape into a great book, it's all waiting for you. Make visiting your library part of your New Year's resolution. Visit rpl.org to see all the events happening daily.
Well, a dense fog advisory in effect for many areas this morning as we start out another day with foggy skies. They will get better, though, as the day goes on. We'll see gradual clearing, becoming sunny this afternoon with the high temps near 78 degrees. Tonight, though, increasing clouds down to 61 degrees. And for Thursday, a mostly cloudy day, we'll see that chance of an afternoon shower, the highs near 78. From the Zenlaw Broadcasting Weather Center, I'm Dave Gratian.
If you'd like to take part in the show today, call the BON Bank Talk line at 442-8255. That's 442-TALK. And remember, if you're looking to purchase or refinance your home, call Christina Bagwell at the BON Bank Mortgage Department at 448-2430.
It's Talkback, 970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO.
Hey, man, who's that cat coming down the street?
I don't know, but it sounds to me like that gifted man with the bone.
Sure having himself a ball.
All right, welcome welcome back on Talkback, everyone, on this Harlem Globetrotters today. Harlem Globetrotters Day, I should say. Today is the 100th anniversary of the Harlem Globetrotters, maybe the greatest basketball team ever. Lots of fun. They aren't from New York. They actually started in Chicago back in 1926. They just said they were from Harlem because they thought it sounded cooler and better reflected the team's all-black roster. Among those people who played for the Harlem Globetrotters, NBA legend Wilt Chamberlain, who started his pro career with them, played 1 year with the team for a whopping $50,000. In comparison, the highest salary in the NBA that year was $25,000.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, so $50,000 for Wilt. Wilt the Stilts. I've seen some pictures of him in his Globetrotters uniform. When I was a kid, all of us Gen Xers remember kind of the heyday of the Globetrotters, I would say, because you had Meadowlark Lemon, you had Curly Neal, and some of the other guys that were just really legendary characters. You had a Sunday or Saturday morning cartoon show. I think it was kind of a spin-off. The Globetrotters, they had them on one of the Scooby-Doo episodes, and I think that got a lot of popularity, so they started their own Saturday morning show, the Globetrotters. And back in the day, before we had like ESPN and cable, Saturdays were, especially in the winter, watching ABC's Wide World of Sports. They don't have that anymore. But that was a show where it started off with Jim McKay's voice talking about spanning the globe to bring you the latest in sports. And then it always ended with the thrill of victory. And they showed some guys celebrating and the agony of defeat. And there was this guy coming down like a ski jump hill and he like wipes out. Yeah. And then Howard Cosell would be doing the Harlem Globetrotters games.
Good times for you, I'm sure.
I was supposed to go see them, I think, in like 8th grade. It was New Year's Eve, because they always played in Milwaukee on New Year's Eve. It was like a tradition. So one year we got tickets, and I'm all amped up. Sure enough, there's a huge snowstorm. So we started actually going to the game. Like, my dad was like, well, no, we're going. We bought the tickets, and we got maybe 2 or 3 miles from the house. And it was so bad that we couldn't even... We just turned around. And they ended up postponing the game anyway. But have you ever seen the Globetrotters?
No, but I think they're coming to town soon. I
Where are they?
saw that.
Oh, really?
I have to check.
Okay.
Oh, don't get your hopes up. Let me see.
I think now they have maybe several squads who travel throughout the country and throughout the world as well. They still remain incredible ambassadors for the game of basketball. And it's the name that everyone knows. Now, nobody can probably name one player that's currently on the team. That's the difference. Those guys were actually really big celebrities back in the 70s.
January 19th.
Oh, really?
At the Laborde Earls Coliseum.
Okay. All right.
You going to go?
I might. What day is that? Is that a Saturday?
I don't know. I think Friday.
It's a Friday?
Monday. Ooh.
Oh, Monday.
7 p.m.
Okay.
It's part of their 100-year tour.
That might be a little tough for me to make it that Monday, but you never know. We'll see.
Oh, man.
It'd be cool if we could get them on the show. Get some of them in here.
That would be fun.
Yeah. I did see them late 80s then in Milwaukee, but at that point, they didn't really have too many of the popular players. They'd all retired, but I know they used... How was her name? Annette Woodard. She was a women's basketball player from Kansas. She became like the first female Globetrotter. That was in the late 80s, I want to say. And they've done other cool things, but it is a fun show. I mean, they make it entertaining. You know, everyone kind of raves now about the Savannah Bananas in baseball. I mean, they're basically just doing a baseball version of what the Globetrotters started 100 years ago.
You hate the Bananas. You hate them.
I don't hate them. It's just, I feel like the Bananas appeal to people that say baseball is boring. Because to me, baseball's not boring at all. But, you know, if people like it, that's great. More power to them. Got no issue. I'm just probably not going.
You don't like a bunch of guys dancing before every pitch?
Yeah. I mean, you know, take something that's that's sacred to you.
Yeah, I know.
Turn it into a joke. And
That's what's wrong with you baseball people.
I
You think
know.
it's some religious experience.
yeah, like you don't with the Cowboys. I mean, the Cowboys
No.
don't need to have like a clown version of their team because
They already do.
They,
It's called Jerry Jones.
they provide enough comedy as it is.
Put some lipstick on his, like, what's his name? The Joker.
Yeah,
That'd be very fit.
yeah. But all right, so the 19th, the Globetrotters are coming here. Well, that was perfect. I didn't realize that.
I should take you to a Bananas game.
You think so?
Yeah. You'll laugh, probably.
Well, I took you to midget wrestling. So
I enjoyed that.
courtesy Greg Walker. By the way, we miss you, Greg.
That was way more fun than any Cowboys
Yeah.
game I've ever seen.
You would like the WWE events if they come back through again.
Probably would.
Yeah.
I'd
They're
enjoy
good.
that.
Those house, but I've heard that in the era now where Triple H is running the company, that they've really cut back on the house shows, just kind of to help the health of the wrestlers, not give them such a grinding schedule.
Okay.
Bro, if you watch modern wrestling,
No, I believe you. It's just
that's physically demanding.
I figured
stuff.
you were going to complain about it.
No.
Wow.
I mean,
I figured we get
the old timers would do it though.
Get out there and wrestle.
Those
Get out
old-
there and wrestle.
Those old timers would wrestle 300 days a year. Probably did, actually.
They'd slide down a razor blade slide into a pit of alcohol for our
When you used to watch like wrestling on TBS, they're like, coming up on Monday, we'll be in Huntington, West Virginia on Tuesday. And it's like every single day there was a wrestling match somewhere.
What do you think of all the basketball players taking 65 games off?
Oh, I know. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Load management.
Yeah.
Apply the load management to anything else. Okay, Steve, I don't think I'm going to be able to do the show tomorrow. I need a day off.
Yeah, but I just sit here.
Yeah.
They're jumping and running.
Yeah. I saw Scottie Pippen ripping on that concept the other day. Something that,
Well, they're better athletes now. They're more advanced, so they need a break.
are they? Are they?
I knew that'd get you all riled up.
Yeah. Load man.
I don't know, man. I love old baseball. I wish we were in the days where baseball was the coolest thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just watching those old films, man.
Yep.
It's something else. So
Hey, no other sport will create a moment like Merkel's boner.
KSYL.
You too could have a beautiful smile in as little as 12 weeks. Exclusive to today's Dental in Pineville, Virtual Align Clear Aligners, the fastest, most convenient, affordable way to straighten your teeth for people on the go. Plus, they're invisible. No one will know you're doing it. Experience the Virtual Align difference. Call Today's Dental at 448-4540. It's a general dental facility on Highway 28 East in Pineville, owned by Dr. Jonas Goche. 448-4540.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. Now back to Talkback.
And we are quickly back. I should have played some Christmas music. Merry Christmas to all of you who are of the Orthodox faith. Today is Orthodox Christmas Day, celebrated by Greeks and Russians and marked by midnight mass. Last night, Christmas is also celebrated today by Egypt's Coptic Orthodox Christians.
so it's probably like the end of 12 Days of Christmas or something? Because I think it ends yesterday. 12 Days of Christmas.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not up on my Orthodox.
Well, I don't think the 12 Days is an Orthodox thing.
No. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
I don't know. Apparently Orthodox is
Can I
making
say
a...
that that's probably my least favorite Christmas song? 12 Days of Christmas.
Hey, it's good once or twice, and that's good.
It's like, yeah, when I've heard it, the repetitive over and over. Now, I will say this, the Muppets version was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's good. I like the what's it called? Santa Tell Me. That's a banger.
Who sings that one?
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
That's a good one.
Isn't she the Glenda in the new Wicked movies?
Yeah. You know who she is.
What do you mean I know who she is?
You love those movies. You sat there and watched them.
I was forced to watch the first one, but thankfully I was spared from the second one. I was going to take my granddaughter, but her mother went to see it first with a friend, and she said, I don't think Lila's ready for it. I'm like, good. I'm not either.
Well, I tried it because you saw it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I did halfway through. That's all I could do. I hate musicals. I'm sorry. Especially that one. I'm not. I'll go to like a play locally or something and watch those musicals. That's different.
Right.
And I love like the symphony, but I just don't want to watch a movie of Wicked. That's just not my cup of tea.
In terms of movies that have musical elements to them, of course, the original Wizard of Oz is great. I have no problem with that. Singing in the Rain is one of my all-time favorite movies, though.
I know you like
Did we watch that in class when you were at LC? Because there was a time for a while I used to show that. Because the reason I would show that is it's a movie about the change of the movie industry. When they were going from silent movies to talkies, we call them. So that's basically what the premise of Singing in the Rain is all about. But it's fantastic. I mean, yeah, so good. Gene Kelly was amazing.
Alrighty.
You're laughing. Yeah.
It's the best movie ever.
It is good. It's really good. Yeah.
Really gets into the softer side.
Yeah.
Huh?
You're not buying it?
No, it might be good. I guess I'll have to watch it.
But a lot of the modern musicals, like I've never got into like, what was the recent one, Mamma Mia, that everybody was, I guess it wasn't that recent, like 10 years ago now.
It was like 20.
Really?
It's got to be 15, 20, huh?
Wow.
Maybe not.
Or Hamilton.
Never seen that.
Me neither.
I love ABBA. Love ABBA. Never seen Mamma Mia. Because ABBA's Mamma Mia.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
It's just all ABBA songs, isn't it?
I guess I haven't seen it.
Yeah, Mamma Mia. The song Mamma Mia.
I thought it was about meatballs or something.
But it's all ABBA
Mamma
songs.
Mia, that's a spicy meatball.
No, it's like ABBA songs.
Okay.
Do you like ABBA?
I do. Yeah.
Love ABBA. I'm not
Maybe not as much as you do. My son Aaron loves ABBA too. Like he's big into it.
It's good music. My favorite one is.
Did you ever see when SNL did a spoof of ABBA, like selling like an ABBA record or whatever, and it was like Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig and a couple of like it's funny the way they did the video.
We watched what's it called? Shoot, Home Alone. My wife's never seen it, so we watched it before Christmas. She's like, I've always wanted to see it. And so we watched it, and I was like, okay. Immediately after, I showed her the SNL skit. I was dying laughing.
Did she laugh?
Yeah, she thought it was funny. My mom even laughed, and she's pretty like,
yeah,
she's not really like into gore, but it was pretty funny.
For those of you who haven't seen the SNL version, it's where the mom comes home and and then the family shows up as well, and Kevin forgot to remove all the booby traps, so it goes horribly wrong. Let's just say it that way.
And the Kevin is Ariana Grande. See,
That's right.
We tied this all together on
Brought it
purpose.
full circle.
There you go. We had a purpose. For
I
this
saw
segment.
a picture yesterday. I assume this is true. You never know these days with the internet, but it was Macaulay Culkin and his wife, and he has a little boy that looks like he's about 6 years old. And apparently they watched the movie, and his little boy thought it was about him.
No.
So they dressed him as Kevin for Christmas in their family photo.
It's pretty cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
We're all getting on. I was wondering what Kevin's family did for a living too. My goodness.
Yeah, to afford that house.
Like a mansion.
His dad was making bank.
Yeah. Anyway, would you ever lost one of your 7 kids like that?
It did happen one time. It was my wife had the 7 kids in town, and we just mentioned Aaron. He came up missing. They were in Walmart. So somehow he got separated. So what he did is he was only like 4 or 5. He went out to where our van was parked, and he like laid on the ground underneath the van, waiting for them to come back.
That's like the worst thing he could have done.
Oh, I know. So they did like the alert thing, and finally I guess they went out and checked just to see if he was at the vehicle, and he was there.
Were you freaking out?
I wasn't there. I didn't know about it till later. And this was kind of before cell phones, so I didn't know about it till I got home.
Dang.
At least before we had cell phones. Let me put it that way. And then one time, when I took 3 of our boys to the Aces game, my son Andrew was probably, only about 3 or 4, and they did the running the bases thing. So we were on the first base side. So I told his 2 other brothers, make sure you watch Andrew, But rather than them running to home plate and then coming back to the first base side, they made him exit at third base. So all of a sudden, the two older boys come back, and I'm like, "Where's Andrew?" They're like, "We don't know." I'm like, "What do you mean?" So all of a sudden, over the PA announcer, I hear the PA announcer saying, "Al, we have your son here." Like, dang.
It's hard to keep up with him.
Yeah, but he was okay. He came around, started talking again in a few weeks. Kids are resilient. They get over it.
Yeah, they bounce back.
That's one of my favorite parts of Home Alone, John Candy.
Oh, yeah.
They left the kid in the funeral parlor.
Oh, yeah.
All day. You know, John Candy ad-libbed most of his role in that movie. He only shot like one day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He did it as a favor to, was it John Landis, who was the director?
Okay.
Or whoever the director was. They were friends, and he just said, "Hey, can you do this?" So he showed up, and they shot the airplane terminal thing, and he just ad-libbed that whole thing.
The polka band.
Yeah. Gus Polinski, Kenosha Kickers, Polka Kings of the Midwest, Polka. We had a few hits.
So dumb.
But, you know, he and Catherine O'Hara had worked together on SCTV for 6 or so years. And so I think they just had that natural, SCTV, Second City, I should say, was more of an improv thing to begin with. And then they made it into a television show. But great movie.
See, when you don't call in, we just blabber on.
Talk about whatever.
Yeah. So your punishment.
That's right. Anyway, Merry Christmas to our Orthodox friends. We'll be right back.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics.
When buying a home or property, you have a choice for your real estate closing attorney. Fine Legal Services, LLC is a full-service title company offering residential and commercial real estate closings, title insurance, and more. Call your Alexandria, Louisiana attorneys, George Fine and Jeremy Cedars, at 318-767-2226 to learn more, or visit fine-lawyers.com. Let your realtor and lender know that you choose Fine Legal Services.
Got a big day ahead of you? Then it's best to fuel up with some of Cenla's best at Bricato's restaurant. Walk right in and just smell that home-style cooking. Place your order, take a seat, and do breakfast right till 9:30 this morning. Get fresh biscuits, eggs any way you like them, melt-in-your-mouth pancakes, grits, hash browns, sausage, bacon, even wraps and sandwiches. And don't forget their fresh brewed coffee. Bricato's Restaurant, 28 West, right across from the Coliseum. Your breakfast is waiting for you.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
This is Insurance Commissioner Tim Temple. Sometimes dealing with an insurance claim can seem overwhelming, but you're not alone. If you have questions about a homeowner's, auto, or any other claim being handled, we can help. We can help clarify the claims process, answer questions about the terms of your policy, or help resolve issues with your insurer. At the Louisiana Department of Insurance, our job is to make things easier for you. Contact us at 800-259-5300, online at ldi.la.gov, or through the LDI Connect app.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. Now back to Talkback.
The director, the thing is that we know that we're being funny, but you can't let the audience know for 1 second that you're trying to be funny, not for 1 second. Although I will do almost anything I can for a laugh. I said almost. I didn't say I would do anything for a laugh.
What have you got there?
Isn't that a little personal? You'd like to see it?
All right, welcome back on Talkback. Leslie Nielsen from the Airplane movies and from Naked Gun. So the reason I played that clip, he was on Conan O'Brien years and years ago when he brought his fart machine, as you could hear. Well, that's appropriate because today is National Fart Day, Stephen.
No, is it?
Yeah. Comes a day after National Bean Day.
Really?
Yes.
Yesterday was National Take Down Your Christmas Tree Day.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
They say a fart can travel about 10 feet per second or almost 7 miles an hour.
Wow.
Yep. The word comes from an Old English word and has been around since the 1600s.
Really put the far in fart.
That's right. Well, when I saw it was National Fart Day, like my mind immediately went to that scene in Airplane where they have the English Prime Minister giving a speech. Looks like Margaret Thatcher, basically. And they gave him a wireless microphone. He forgets and he goes into the bathroom. So he's doing his business while she's trying to address the country. Naked Gun still makes me laugh every time.
Oh, yeah.
And everything in that movie is him just being straight, and so funny. So
you got to be careful with the hot mics.
You do, yeah.
Back in our day, it was a big worry all the time.
Yeah, once we started wearing wireless microphones and then you had to go take a bathroom break during the show, I always made sure to turn mine off.
I checked 50 times.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, many a career has been ruined by a live mic that they didn't realize was on.
It's just not over the air. Sometimes it'd be the producers in the back, and then they would judge you.
Oh, yeah.
Because they love judging us.
They did, yeah. There's this weird thing in TV where you have the on-air talent versus the behind-the-scenes folks. And there's always a bit of a divide.
Well, that's why they hate us, because you just said on-air talent.
Yeah,
you want your lemon spritzer and your cucumber eyelids, Mr. Talent?
When the people that really do have the hard job are the people that are, switching between the cameras and...
I don't know. Come to me when that teleprompter goes out and you have no idea what you're going to say.
Well, that happened. Did you see Tony Dokapil yesterday?
I heard about it. I didn't see it. Is it bad?
They had some malfunctions and it led to him on air tripping up a couple times. Pretty bad.
He's highly seasoned, too.
Yeah. So...
It's different when you're in a morning show where you do have some of the producer stuff.
Right.
But it's more open and you can play with it more.
Yeah.
Besides the whatever, the structured news segment for 30 minutes. Golly.
Right. I don't know. I always try to play off of the mistakes and just kind of make light of it. Yeah. Especially if I did it to myself, So.
Sometimes you just gotta play with it a little bit more and it'll all work out.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Eventually it works out. All right. We got much more coming up in hour number 2. And we'll look forward to hearing from you guys as well.
Should we talk news, maybe?
We might do that. A segment or two. We don't want to fart away all of our time today.
That's right. Hot air.
You've been listening to Talkback. The opinions expressed were those of the hosts and callers, and not necessarily those of Cenla Broadcasting. AM 970, FM 104.9, KSYL, and KRRV 100.3, HD3, Alexandria.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Pfizer.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin with breaking news from the North Atlantic, where the U.S. military has been pursuing an oil tanker as part of its pressure campaign against Venezuela. CBS's Stacey Lynn has new developments.
Sources tell CBS News the vessel was sanctioned for transporting oil from Venezuela and Iran and is now sailing under a Russian flag. Officials say Russian naval vessels, including a submarine, were deployed near the ship, and U.S. forces have now boarded the vessel. The U.S. has been following the tanker since last month.
There are reports of significant U.S. military movement Elsewhere, President Trump appears ready to back up his threats with firepower. The Times of London reports American military aircraft have been amassing at British air bases, often used as staging posts for U.S. operations in Europe and the Middle East. A fleet of at least 14 C-17 Globemaster transport aircraft and 2 heavily armed AC-130J Ghost Rider gunships have reportedly arrived since Saturday, the day of the U.S. arrest of Venezuela's President Maduro. Vicki Barker, CBS News. Top advisors say President Trump is not ruling out force in his bid to take control of Greenland. The Senate is expected to vote this week on limiting the president's war powers. Correspondent Nicole Skenga has been speaking with Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem about the administration's largest crackdown to date on immigration and its target, the Twin Cities.
2,000 agents is enormous. It is. How do you justify that to the American taxpayer?
The American taxpayer is grateful that that resource allocation has been put here. We've never seen this kind of fraudulent and abuse of programs before in recent history.
Nick Reiner is scheduled to be arraigned in Los Angeles today on 2 counts of first-degree murder in the stabbing deaths of his mother and father, director Rob and producer Michelle Reiner. CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson.
We can expect that mental health issues will play a huge role in the case against Nick Reiner. A threshold question will likely be whether or not Nick Reiner is in fact competent to stand trial. Even if he is, a jury could still find him not guilty by reason of insanity.
There is yet another reason to stay away from processed foods.
A study in France found that people who consumed high levels of foods and beverages containing common preservatives had as much as a 49% greater chance of being diagnosed with diabetes. Researchers say consumers should try to eat more fresh, minimally processed foods.
CBS's Michael George reporting. This is CBS News.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773.
Louisiana Radio Network, I'm Sean Burns. The CDC changes its vaccine recommendations for children, and Senator Bill Cassidy has something to say about it. Here's Andrew Greenstein.
I think it's the wrong move. There'll be children who now acquire hepatitis B.
Senator Bill Cassidy reacting to the hepatitis B vaccine being among those that the CDC has moved to shared decision-making between parents and doctors. Cassidy says the CDC's move could force parents to pay for essential vaccines out of pocket.
These vaccines are not mandated, but if they're recommended, the insurance companies then cover them.
Cassidy says making America healthy again starts with fully vaccinating children against vaccine-preventable diseases. I'm Andrew Greenstein.
A shooting in the Holly Grove neighborhood Tuesday night left 2 men hurt. That's according to the New Orleans police, who say the shooting happened just before 10 on Livingston Street there. We're told both men had been shot at least once and were taken to the hospital for treatment. So far, there's been no word on motive or suspects. LRN.
Hello, I'm Sarah Kramer of Kramer Funeral Home. Funerals don't just signify that a life has ended. They celebrate that a life was lived and loved. At Kramer Funeral Home, we understand the importance of celebrating a life well lived. And since no two people are alike, no two funerals should be alike. We will assist you step by step in creating a meaningful service that honors your loved one's unique life. Let us, the staff at Kramer Funeral Home, be your personal guide.
Well, a dense fog advisory in effect for many areas this morning as we start out another day with foggy skies. They will get better, though, as the day goes on. We'll see gradual clearing becoming sunny this afternoon with the high temps near 78 degrees. Tonight, though, increasing clouds down to 61 degrees. And for Thursday, a mostly cloudy day, we'll see that chance of an afternoon shower, the highs near 78. From the Zenlaw Broadcasting Weather Center, I'm Dave Grayson.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics. With 18 providers and 3 locations, someone can see you today.
It's Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest-running talk show. Whether it's the guests or the callers, Talkback is where Central Louisiana begins its conversation.
All right, we are back for hour number 2 of Talkback here on a Wednesday. I'm Al Quartermont along with Stephen Maxwell, and glad you could be with us. Stephen, they're saying that this is now the worst flu season in 25 years and not even at its peak just yet.
Calling it the super flu.
Have you had the flu yet?
I'm pretty sure, but I can't say for sure. I had something.
I'm pretty sure.
I had something, then I had something else, and then I had something else for all of December.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my first week without something.
You do seem more spry and lively this week.
I know.
Must have been the rest you had during the Christmas break.
Rest?
Already. Oh, man. Did you know the Consumer Electronics Show is going on out in Las Vegas? They always have it like right after the new year. And I guess the big thing this year are the humanoid AI robots.
Yeah.
I know Elon's developing one. I guess LG just unveiled one. A butler that can fold laundry, walk the dog, and pick up food.
Sign me up. How much? I don't even care.
No.
I'll go into debt.
Yeah. Google and Boston Dynamics have teamed up to make a humanoid robot that can operate in any weather, change its own battery, and use their AI to teach other robots how to be self-sufficient.
I wonder how efficient it is at taking over humanity.
I don't know.
Oh, but does it know how to use a gun?
The gun the drone wars have.
Pretty much. I mean, that's going to change everything. Those Optimus robots or whatever they come up with,
so
it's going to change everything.
Weren't all the stormtroopers in Star Wars, they were all clones, right?
At the start. Okay. Do you really want to go into Star Wars lore? I could do it for you.
I know you can.
They were all clones during Order 66 with Emperor Palpatine.
Yes.
They had some sort of configuration to where all the clones converted into soldiers for the Empire.
They just like flipped a switch and they turned on the Jedi.
Execute Order 66.
In episode 3, they start killing all of them.
And then over time, over the years, as they start to dwindle, I think clones had a shorter lifespan.
Okay.
People would enlist to become a stormtrooper.
Yeah. Wasn't Boba Fett a clone of Jango Fett?
Boba Fett. Yes.
Boba Fett.
Well, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Jango Fett was his clone dad.
Okay.
And then he became decapitated.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
And his little boy's holding his head.
Yeah.
Right. At the end
Daniel Logan, who played the little boy as Boba Fett in episode 2, very active in the Star Wars community. He's pretty cool.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Interesting. All right. 318-442-8255 is our number here on Talkback as we look forward to talking with you a little bit more here this morning. Let's go to the phones. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Hey, good morning. Thank you for taking my call.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about hot mics. That's what previous hour, and couldn't let that go without reminding everybody about the hot mic moment Harry Sotero had. Barack Obama with President of Russia, Medvedev, where he leaned over. We all heard him say that let's tell Vladimir I'll have more freedom after this election, and sure enough, he did what he would do, and the Russians didn't give him any trouble. And it always makes me think, what if Donald Trump had that very same moment? Take any of these big moments and flip them. And you can, and what it does is it exposes people. But even the ones on the right who say, "Oh, I'm just concerned about conservative values." Trump had that. We would still be talking about it. They would still be calling for impeachment. What if They had 127 suspicious activity reports on Trump family.
Mm-hmm.
That had come to light, you know?
Yeah.
And so people just let it pass. Say, yeah, but.
Mm.
You know, you can't yeah, but those things. That speaks of rank corruption. That speaks of dual loyalties. And so anytime anybody brings up a hot mic, I think of him leaning over there, and it didn't ruin his career. It didn't hurt him at all with the left, with those who were anti-Trump. They just went right on their way and acted like it didn't happen. And that's a scary thing when your standards are low. Because, you know, we could survive a lot if the core citizenry has a level of morality and that and understanding that they will not put up with when they go too far. That's what we've lived for 250 years now, where we wouldn't let them go too far. They go so far, but not over the line. Now, you know, with this anti-American sentiment that started since the 70s and that's been bred into kids through their schools, so they think we're the bad guy.
Yeah.
And once that was their biggest victory, is convincing the kids that America was the bad guy, that the Indians were good and everyone was good except America, and that all the evils originated with America, when none of them did. And actually, we paid the highest price to reverse those evils. Anyways, hot mic, that got me on my soapbox. Have a great day.
Let's ask Billy Bush about hot mics. Wasn't good for him.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Or Trump.
Both ways, but
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the call. Man, we could probably have a litany of
to be
hot
fair,
mic moments.
to be fair, I mean, Fox News ragged on that, and he's still talking about it. I remember when Obama did that.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends on the media outlet, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, now you have lip reading things too, you know, like John Boy Media, he does all the lip reading of, like, when there's baseball arguments with the managers, you know, they're great. And then I haven't seen them in a while, but a few years ago, they used to put out these videos at the end of the NFL season where it was like bad lip reading. Remember those?
Well, bad lip reading is that YouTube channel. Remember that?
Yeah.
Or they purposely make up.
Yeah, what they're saying.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
My favorite one is the Star Wars one.
Oh, really?
Yoda and Luke, and they do the Seagulls song. You never seen the Seagulls song?
The flock of seagulls?
No, but I'll show it to you later.
Seagulls. Which one?
It was a bad lip reading.
Okay.
Star Wars moment.
I'll have to look it up. Okay. All right, let's, should we talk some more serious news?
I guess.
Okay.
What do you got?
Well, just some of the stories you covered yesterday. Dr. Heather Poole, her first week as chancellor at CLTCC. Seems like it's off to a good start.
Yeah, had her, interesting story here. She had her first day Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So did her husband, Scott Poole, with Royal Martin. Pretty interesting story. Two CEOs kind of connected to each other in a way, you know, from Pineville. And, yeah, we might do more with that coming up.
That is interesting.
Fun little sit down. So two leaders, husband and wife, and starting at the same time.
Yeah.
Of course, Scott Poole is the first non-Martin to run Royal Martin.
Didn't realize
One of our biggest companies.
Yeah.
So congratulations to them, and both very awesome people, and we're glad to have them leading in the community.
Scott is such a down-to-earth guy, too. You know, just anytime you see him, he's going to be like, hey, how you doing? You know, cool dude. So
I don't know him as much, but he's always been very nice.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking yesterday, I'm like, wonder what Sawtell's up to now that he's retired.
He's probably halfway to Greece by now or something.
We can make this the decade of Jimmy Sawtell. Like, okay, so back in 1980, when SNL used to be funny, Al Franken, before he became a wacko senator, he did his bit making the 1980s the decades of Al Franken. So anytime, you know, he's like, think of Al Franken. I wonder what Al would think of this. So that's how I'm going to be with Jimmy Sawtell. I wonder what Jimmy would think of this.
Wonder where old Jimmy's at.
Yeah.
I hope he's not listening and he's enjoying his life.
Maybe he's
on
sleeping
vacation.
in. How late, when you finally retire, when you're probably like 80, how late do you think you'll sleep in every day?
Well, when I didn't have the radio show this week, I was getting up at 7:30.
Wow.
Yeah.
What time I was waking up?
9,
like
10.
10.
Well, my daughter wakes up like at 6:45. So I'm like,
boy.
you got to wait till 7:30 to get out the room. Sorry. You're not ruining this for me.
But I like default to my normal pattern, which is I've always been a night owl. I love staying up till like 1 or 2 in the morning because once the house is quiet, like my creative juices start flowing, and that's when I'll do whatever, creative things, and just I don't just sit around watching TV. Like I got stuff I'm doing.
But I imagine you like creating like pottery like off Ghost.
That's right. That's a little pottery wheel. Yeah. And then my wife comes behind me and like, yeah, just
hold your pottery.
Not exactly that.
Listen to Beethoven, creating your latest.
But you remember when I was more of a second shift worker? That was like that's my zone. You know, I'm most effective from probably like 2 to midnight.
I'm underwhelming all day. So.
It's a consistent thing.
They say consistency is key.
That's right.
Sure do.
Right. All right.
But yeah. Oh, now that we could talk about the horses in Woodworth.
Yeah.
And in all transparency, I got my times mixed up yesterday, so I missed the meeting. I'm really upset with myself, but Caleb E was there. We can discuss what happened.
Okay. What happened?
The horse. Oh, we want to do it now?
Oh.
Okay. So they had let me give you some backstory. There's some wild feral horses in Woodworth, in that area.
Right.
And a resident reached out to us saying that there's some crews rounding them up. And the horses are beloved by some people, a lot of people in the Woodworth area. Kind of part of the charm, they say. And then we called the mayor, David Butler. He goes, he hired a private cattle company to remove them because they become a nuisance, this, that, and the other. And I got people upset, a little riled up. And so they had a town council meeting yesterday to discuss it. And I think around 80 people around showed up, according to the reports from KLB.
Okay.
They had one person allowed to speak out at the meeting. That was Miss Christina Allen. We had her on a couple of days ago on some update. And they raised the concerns they have with them. But apparently there wasn't a whole lot of discussion with the issue, and kind of some, a lot of it's up in the air on where it's going to go next.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure this is going to be an ongoing thing. I'll reach out to him. Hey, I missed the meeting, but oh well.
There'll be others.
More meetings to be had.
Yeah.
But, and I know a lot of state and federal officials.
Mm-hmm.
They would probably lean on the side of they're a nuisance. If a car hits them, it's going to be devastating.
Yeah.
They get on people's property. But the other side is they believe they really haven't done much harm. People love them in their neighborhoods. It adds to the charm of the area. And, you know, horses are majestic and such. So,
yeah. Horse apples are good fertilizer.
That's true. Makes your grass greener, right?
I guess so.
Puts ruts in your yard. I don't know.
I have not heard. Maybe it's happened. I'm sure it's happened, but I don't know anyone personally who's hit their vehicle with a horse. Do you know anybody that has?
Not personally.
Okay. I mean, but
deer, of course.
Deer happen all the time. Deer are the dumbest animals ever. Sometimes a cow, every once in a while, gets out on the road.
I have called 911 multiple times about cows.
Really?
On the road.
Wow.
It was very dangerous.
Cows are dumb animals, too.
If you hit a cow,
I always used to crack up, like, when you go in farm country and you're like, they broke through the fence and they just stand on the other side of the fence. like they really didn't want to escape. They just wanted to be on the other side of the fence.
Well, they thought the grass was greener, and it was not.
It's like, you're free. You can run away. Of course, where would a cow go? What's it going to do? Or a steer or whatever it is.
I don't know. Like, poor fella.
All right. Let's go to the phones. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
You know those horses in Woodworth, how come they just can't fix them when they can't reproduce?
That's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know if that's been a proposed solution.
Well, if you leave them, the herd will grow.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously.
But if they can't reproduce.
Yeah. Okay. Good thought. Good thought. Thank you. Let's try another one. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Hey, sorry to double dip, but horses are dangerous. And people who are praising them or sentimentalizing it, they've never had them. My wife's mother hit a horse, and when you hit a horse, it's much more dangerous than hitting a deer or a cow because they're taller. So the car tends to scoop the horse up, and they come up the hood into the windshield. And it's not just Woodworth. They're dangerous around Leesville, too. My son had to swerve to miss one to stand in. It was a black horse on a moonless night on a road, and so he didn't see him until the very last minute. The horse just standing in the middle of the road. And now he missed him. Thankfully, he was alert, but had he been on a cell phone or something like this, it's dangerous. And I understand they're pretty, especially the ones they showed on TV. They have the paint pattern and stuff, but it's going to kill somebody. And they are reproducing. And so, nature has taken its course, and that's a growing herd, and it's all over that part of the state. So I hope they do take them. If they want them, let those people pay to have them caught and then put them on their property. But I'm going to tell you, we raised horses most of my life, and they're very expensive animals to maintain. You basically buy them every year, and they're almost as dumb as a cow, because I've had both. And you'll say every reason in the world they should go to the right, and they'll go to the left, and they'll fight you to go to the left. So I heard the woman on
kind of like Democrats, huh?
Yep.
Just kidding. I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Anyway, it's real danger, and those people need to realize most of the people who like it, they've never had the problem. I delivered it out in Leesville, and those people are screaming for action over there. They come into their carport, they knock over trash cans, they knock over anything. They poop all over their carport, and they said the sheriff will come out and arrest you if they think you hurt a horse. And it's just crazy. So anyway, that's my 2 cents.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Thanks. I got to think horses are smarter than cows, though. I mean, you hear the term horse sense, right?
I don't know, man.
I mean, I've been around horses. They're way smarter than cows, I think. But I guess we could have debated that a little more.
I'll let y'all do that one. But yeah, very hot topic.
And
very sensitive.
You know who the smartest horse of all time was, right? The famous Mr. Ed.
Mr. Ed, yeah.
You even played baseball.
I know who you're talking about.
You even played baseball.
But he was the most famous horse.
Tried out for the Dodgers.
It was the most famous horse.
That's right.
Who?
Oh, who was the most famous horse? I'm drawing a blank.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was part of like a show opening or something.
No.
Yeah.
LeCount, the horse.
So they say the famous Mr. Ed.
Seabiscuit.
Probably Secretariat.
Wait, what's Seabiscuit?
It was a racing horse.
Oh, was it? I meant to say Secretariat.
Secretariat. I remember when ESPN did the greatest athletes of the 20th century. I think they even put Secretariat like number 2.
It was number 1?
I think Michael Jordan. But yeah.
Athletes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And some people are like, a horse isn't an athlete. But
tell that to the horse.
That's right. Secretariat just dominated, just flat out dominated. It was ridiculous. All right, we're back with more right after this.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics. With 18 providers and 3 locations, someone can see you today.
Some smiles sound like this, while others sound this way. If you'd like to improve the way your smile sounds, the folks over at Today's Dental in Pineville can deliver. Over the years, hundreds of Central Louisiana patients have visited Today's Dental and then left completely satisfied. Their dental implant procedure is amazingly simple, low anxiety, and completely affordable. Today's technology makes your beautiful smile easier than ever. The staff at Today's Dental go out of their way to make you comfortable with calming in-office IV sedation that's administered by a highly skilled certified nurse anesthetist. And their multiple finance options make the entire procedure truly affordable. Want your smile to sound better? Give Today's Dental a call at 318-448-4540. It's a general dental facility on Highway 28 East in Pineville, owned by Dr. Jonas Goche. That's 318-448-4540.
Before the story hits the group chat, it hits Simlaw Update. It's the news the way you want it, fast and to the point, and delivered by me, Stephen Maxwell, with Simlaw Broadcasting. Follow Simlaw Broadcasting on Facebook. Simlaw Update, your community, your update.
If you'd like to take part in the show today, call the BOM Bank Talk line at 442-8255. That's 442-TALK. And remember, if you're looking to purchase or refinance your home, call Christina Bagwell at the BOM Bank Mortgage Department at 448-2430.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. Now back to Talk Back.
You got to give me a fight. It's just me.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Talk Back here on your Wednesday morning. Al Quartermont, along with Stephen Maxwell. Happy birthday to the legendary Kenny Loggins. Singer-songwriter is 78 years old today. Number of great songs. That song most people associate with Caddyshack, where at the end of the movie, the little gopher pops out of the hole and starts doing his little dance to that song. We need to kill the golfers. Correct me if I'm wrong, sir, but if we kill all the golfers, there'll be nobody to play. Not golfers, gophers.
You want an interesting story? Mm-hmm. My grandparents used to live in Twin Falls, Idaho.
Yeah.
And they have the Snake River Canyon.
Yeah.
And at the bottom is...
Evel Knievel tried to jump over that one.
He did. You can still see the ramp. But there's a fancy little golf course at the bottom. And they hired a bunch of people, local residents, to go out and shoot the rock chucks, gophers.
Okay.
So me and my uncle went and shot rock chucks all day.
Nice.
It was I felt kind of bad and sad too. But
we used to do that in Kansas with prairie dogs.
Yeah.
Because they can destroy an entire pasture in a very short amount of time.
And we had the shotguns and everything, easy.
Yeah.
But then there was this dude, he was like a legend. He just was had his little bow and arrow out there. Just
wow.
One after another.
There you go.
And we took our little niece with it, or my cousin, and she did not like it.
No.
She was not. Well, she shouldn't have went. It's pretty awful.
So her heart was kind of bleeding as you guys were doing it.
You're traumatized.
Yeah. Well.
Hey, beautiful spot, though. If you ever want to go somewhere.
Snake River Canyon?
Idaho.
Oh, Idaho.
Twin Falls, Idaho.
Yeah.
Go to the Snake River Canyon.
I've never been to Idaho. I'd like to go sometime.
It's an awesome place.
Yeah. Have you ever seen where people point out, usually in a meme, where it looks like the state of Idaho, the west end of it looks like Joe Biden sniffing the state of Oregon or Washington?
No, I haven't seen that.
Really? So if you look at a map, you can't unsee it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It looks like an upside down axe is what I was thinking. But
upside down axe? Yeah. Okay. All right. Whereas both Wisconsin and Michigan kind of look like mittens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love it up there. If I don't live here, I'm going to go to Idaho.
All right.
Yeah.
But they do get snow there.
Yeah, I know. I've been through it before, I guess. So, first time I ever went there for winter, got off the plane, and within 5 seconds, because they didn't have it was just you got off the plane into the tarmac or whatever they call it, slipped. Busted my ankle.
Oh.
Well,
you broke it or just hurt it?
It's bled and stuff.
Oh. Well, darn. All right, let's take another call. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I wanted to circle back to the wild horse problem there in Woodworth.
Okay.
I don't live in Woodworth. I drive through Woodworth almost every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the horses. I love seeing the horses. They're beautiful, majestic animals. But I also see the other side of the issue is that it's an animal control issue, and it's also a property rights issue. If these people are having their property damaged and they're having to scoop up piles of manure, and if anybody's ever seen a pile of horse manure, they realize how big it is. If you're having that on a regular basis, that becomes an issue.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like to compare them to wild animals. They're not domestic wild animals. They are feral animals. There are no domestic wild horses in America. They were all brought here by Europeans.
Right.
So, I mean, ultimately, I think property rights and animal control has to win out over looking at beautiful animals. In this case, I wish there was a way to like come up with a perfect solution and get the animals back in the forest, the Kisatchie Forest, where I used to see them a lot up on the Wild Azalea Trail. That would be the ideal thing, but I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, but I can certainly empathize with the people who live there and have to deal with the damage and the manure and everything that comes from having those animals. And another thing I just now thought of, I don't know what would happen if you startled a mare that had a young colt in your yard.
Yeah.
You know, mama animals tend to protect their foals any way that they can. So just a few thoughts on the whole horse issue.
No, I think you speak to why it is a complicated issue. It's not just a matter of, well, they're beautiful animals, let's leave them here, versus, well, we just want to get rid of them. I mean, it's all that comes with it. And it definitely sounds like it's a pretty intense debate down there.
Oh, I believe you're absolutely correct.
So,
and I personally hope they come up with a solution as quickly as possible.
Definitely. All right. Thank you for the call. We appreciate that.
Thanks.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And you get both sides. I've driven through Woodworth 25 years. Never seen a horse.
Wow.
Not once. I've been to the Wild Azalea Trail many times and never seen them. I feel like I'm pretty in tune with Central Louisiana.
Yeah.
I had no idea they even had them until someone sent me a message a couple weeks ago. I didn't remember, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows about the ones in Vernon Parish.
Because we did stories on that back in the day.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll be back with more.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. We've got a first look at how the labor market ended last year. Companies added 41,000 jobs last month. That's according to private payroll provider ADP. It's less than economists expected and follows a decline of 29,000 the month before. The Labor Department reports non-farm payrolls for December on Friday. President Trump says Venezuela will relinquish as much as 50 million barrels of oil to the U.S. It's worth roughly $2.8 billion at the current market price. Proceeds from selling the oil will be used to benefit both countries. The move is seen as a blow to China, which was previously the top buyer of the country's oil. And a hopeful sign for the sluggish housing market to start the new year. Mortgage rates are at the lowest level since September 2024. According to the Mortgage Bankers Association, the rate on a 30-year loan is 6.25%. The National Association of Realtors says contract signings have now picked up for a fourth straight month, pointing to building momentum for sales. Erica Herskowitz, Bloomberg Radio.
This is Dr. Jonathan Hunter with the clinics. We provide primary, family, and chronic care along with gastroenterology, podiatry, with on-site lab and x-ray services. I'm pleased to welcome family physician Dr. Noah Miller to our team. We are currently accepting new patients and same-day appointments are available. If you're admitted into the hospital, our doctors will see you there as well. Most insurance and Medicare are accepted. The clinic's on North Dalton. 445-9823 and online at theclinics.us.
Have a Class A or B CDL? Want to drive a local route every day? If you said yes, then you're who we're looking for. Waste Connections of Alexandria, Natchitoches, and Lafayette is hiring drivers with CDL license. You'll get competitive wages, paid vacations, a company stock program, a 401k with company match, medical, dental, vision, life, and disability insurance, and a local route with you at home with your family every night. Apply now at wasteconnections.com/employment. That's wasteconnections.com.
Well, a dense fog advisory in effect for many areas this morning as we start out another day with foggy skies. They will get better, though, as the day goes on. We'll see gradual clearing, becoming sunny this afternoon with the high temps near 78 degrees. Tonight, though, increasing clouds down to 61 degrees. And for Thursday, a mostly cloudy day, we'll see that chance of an afternoon shower, the highs near 78. From the Zenlaw Broadcasting Weather Center, I'm Dave Grayson.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. Now back to Talk Back.
All right, we are back here on this Wednesday. Al Quartermont along with Stephen Maxwell just wanted to take some time. The news kind of spread yesterday, especially on social media. The passing of former Pineville Police Chief Jay Barber, who was known by so many people in this community, not just for his time was working in law enforcement, but also his many years working in coaching. And he had a stint where he was coach with Louisiana College then at the time with the softball program, and just made a huge, huge impact. I know he was very involved in the DARE program as well, and just so many different things. So 71 years old, passed away yesterday at Cabrini Hospital, so surrounded by his loving family, according to the obituary. For those wondering, they'll have a visitation, for Jay Barber on Sunday. That'll be from 5 to 8 p.m. at River Outreach Church, which is in Pineville. And then the services will be held at the church on Monday, 10 a.m., with Pastor Dennis Dunn, Philip Terrell. Mike Burns will be officiating. Mike Burns, the LC baseball coach. Philip Terrell, of course, our Rapides Parish District Attorney. And the interment will follow at Forest Lawn Memorial Park as well. I was really sad to hear about that yesterday.
Yeah, definitely a leader in the community, and we wish the best for him or for his family and friends, and definitely a tough time for a lot of people.
Was actually inducted into the Louisiana Softball Coaches Hall of Fame and received a distinguished service recognition for them as well. And I just was, like I said, really, really sad to hear that. The pallbearers for the funeral will be Tyler Barber, Austin Barber, Coach Burns, David Nunley, Harry Welch, and Philip Terrell. Honorary pallbearers Wade Bonog, Jody Morrow, George Barrett, Dana Rochelle, Keith McLean, Elijah McKee, Malachi McKee, and the Tioga softball coaching staff. And I imagine that the visitation and the funeral both will be pretty packed out, because when you just impact so many lives like that, people remember.
Yeah. Well, how old was he, did it say?
71, I believe. Yeah, 71.
I've already heard from some people who remembered him at LC or LCU, and they loved him, and definitely some sad news.
Mm-hmm. I saw yesterday a news bulletin. I had meant to click on it, but I didn't, and then I heard it on the CBS radio news this morning. Someone else who passed away yesterday was Michael Reagan, the eldest son of Ronald Reagan.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. I felt like that should have been a bigger story than it was. But he was 80 years old. I know he was one of the children, I believe he was a child of Reagan's first marriage to Patty Davis, right? Is that her name?
I thought Michael was the adopted one.
Oh, you might be right, actually.
Because he came down here about 15 years ago.
Okay.
And I actually interviewed him.
Oh, really?
I think that's the one who's adopted. Sure, Google would tell us.
Jane Wyman, that's what I meant to say. That was his. Yeah, born to Irene Flaughter, he was adopted 2 hours after his birth by Ronald Reagan and then wife, actress Jane Wyman.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
And then was it JFK's granddaughter or great-granddaughter died of leukemia?
Mm-hmm.
Like 30-something years old.
Yeah.
Awful.
And that was dicey because they told RFK not to come to the funeral. RFK Jr. Making it about politics. That's just not good. But I had a chance, actually, I met Michael Reagan on the floor of the expo at the National Religious Broadcasters Convention. I want to say in 2010. I was walking and I see him and I was kind of looking at him and he kind of noticed I was looking at him and he goes, "I am who you think I am." That's like Michael Reagan, right? He's like, yeah. He was really cool. He was just a down-to-earth guy.
I think he spoke at the Reagan dinner here.
That's where it was. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. And he, at the time of Rush Limbaugh's rise to popularity, the mid-90s, he actually did a radio show as well, which at the time was also one of the more listened to radio shows. But I didn't realize he was 80 already. Wow.
No idea either. My goodness.
Yeah. Yep. So the Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation and Institute announced his death on X, calling him a steadfast guardian of his father's legacy. And that's really true. So much of his life was about having people understand and appreciate and celebrate the legacy of Ronald Reagan.
It's got to be interesting being the child of a president.
No doubt.
Couldn't imagine.
Yeah, the pressures that come with that. Ronald Jr., as we know, he had some interesting moments in his life, for sure. Patty Davis did as well. So, yeah, it's tough. I remember kind of the first presidential child I really remember from the 70s was Amy Carter, or Jimmy Carter's daughter, Amy, because he would always talk about her. Myself, Rosalind, and Amy, with that accent. By the way, we were watching this show yesterday. It's called Only Murders in the Building. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, someone told me about it, yeah.
Yeah, my wife and I watched, we're on the 5th season now, but if you like Martin Short type comedy, you'll love this show. He's so good in it. And Steve Martin, the two of them, and then Selena Gomez. So basically the premise of the show is they live in this kind of ritzy uptown apartment in New York. And in season 1, somebody ends up murdered. So they start doing a podcast about it. Because at the time, nobody knew who really had done it. And then every season is based around another murder. There's always a murder that keeps happening in the building. And so this season, there's another couple of things that have been happening. And, geez, where am I going with this? Why was I bringing this up?
I don't even know. I think the first famous presidential kid, probably would be Ulysses Grant's kid. Nellie Grant, like she was like a celebrity back
Really?
then.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot, I had a point I was going to make with why I was bringing up Only Murders in the Building. It was related to what we were talking about. But then as I was explaining the show, I lost my train of thought.
I'm going to be honest, I don't even know what you were saying. I was reading something else.
Hey, this is quality radio, folks. You just can't pay for this or get this anywhere. So.
You literally cannot pay for it.
It'll probably come to me in the commercial break. So if it does, I'll bring it back. If not, we'll just let it go. Let it go.
KSYL.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
My name is Whitney Allen. I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happens. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
This year, it was important for my business to start strong.
Starting week is not recommended.
But first, I needed a lot of stuff for the office.
Sounds like a shopping spree.
I just went to Staples. They have great prices on everything, like ink, toner, printers, paper, and chairs. And now you can get up to 30% off select HP printers.
Up to 30% off HP printers. Am I on a hidden camera show?
No.
Well then, let's go Staples.
That was easy.
Shop Staples in-store, online, or on the app. In 131 select models only. It's Talkback 970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO.
Passing out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar double round of Crown, and everybody's getting down in this town. Ain't never gonna be the same. 'Cause I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise, 'cause the girls they are so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway on my old stud Leroy, and the girls say, "Save a horse, ride down boy." Everybody say,
All right. Welcome back. Talk back on this Wednesday. Alan Stephen with you. Happy birthday to John Rich, one half of the duo, Big and Rich. He's rich, not big. John Rich, 52 today.
Wow.
And we know that he's pretty political as well.
Is he?
Pretty outspoken conservative. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But
country music stars, outspoken conservative.
I know it's a stretch.
The an update for you too. The monks that came through a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
They're now already in South Carolina.
Really?
Walked over to South Carolina.
Them boys be hoofing it.
They are, so imagine that.
Yeah. You keep up with them?
It just pops up on my feed all the time.
Because wasn't that like your most viewed post you ever made?
Probably last year.
You got all these followers?
No, it was the second most.
Okay.
The Jamaica story was the first.
Which one? Oh,
the lady stuck in Jamaica.
After the hurricane. Yeah.
Had nearly 2 million views just on that.
Wow.
Yep. It was a big story, though. But yeah, good luck to the monks. They don't have much longer to go, I guess. They're walking from Texas to South Carolina, and we have a hard time getting up the steps.
They're trying to get to D.C.?
Yep.
Okay.
Fort Worth to D.C. is the goal.
Wow.
So, yeah. Good luck to the monks there.
Mm-hmm.
We have a call.
All right. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
So you went from horsing around to monkeying around. You get down to business.
Yeah, that's one of them days, I guess.
Oh, man. So, kind of waiting for that news cycle to ramp up a little, aren't we?
Oh, that's all he was saying? He hung up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Classic.
That was a good line. Funny.
Yeah. Well, Venezuela, of course, a big topic now.
Yeah.
We've been seeing some, a lot of shots being fired around Miraflores, the White House over there in Caracas.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of talks on what's happening next. We heard Lindsey Graham and the president saying that Cuba is about to fall because they relied on Venezuela so much, and America is stopping them from getting those resources.
Yeah.
And so we're hearing a lot. We even heard one of the main players in Venezuela claim that Chavez was killed. There's so much going on. And, of course, it'll be interesting when Maduro goes to trial in that case as well. So.
Mm-hmm.
And then Iran, we're hearing rumors that America's very close to doing something in Iran as well. So.
Yeah, I know yesterday this morning I heard reports that the Iranian state forces started firing on their own people. Of course, those people aren't armed. It just disgusts me anytime that happens.
A lot of bad stuff going on, and it's, hate to say floods the zone, but it's a lot to keep up with.
Kind of
one thing after another.
That was I saw a really powerful meme over the weekend. Came after Mondami, the new mayor of New York's speech, where he talked about rugged individualism being replaced by the warmth of collectivism. And it was a picture, they put that Tiananmen Square picture where you had the single person standing in front of the tanks. And they put rugged individual and then the tanks, the warmth of collectivism.
Yeah.
I thought that was really powerful.
Yeah.
I feel like that line is going to end up being more infamous. And anytime something happens in New York now, you're going to hear people say, that's the warmth of collectivism.
It's going to be an interesting fight in 26, 28.
Yeah.
I mean, the two sides couldn't be more different. I think, at least on the extreme ends that we're seeing that are making it out there. And even though the majority of America probably is more midline.
More in the middle.
So, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
In the middle, or I would say even more leaning towards conservative principles of being, supportive of America, patriotic, loving their country, loving their family, loving their community. I think that's where a lot of Americans fall. So anyway, let's go to the phones again. Good morning, you're on Talk Back.
Hey, Alan, Steve, it's Brad. What a kickoff to 2026, huh?
It's been active, yes, sir. I owe you an email. Man. I got your email, and I apologize for not having responded yet, but I just want you to know I did get it.
Oh, cool. I'm glad. Yeah. I really think, actually, I need to ask, is anyone talking 2026 predictions? Did you guys have a segment on that?
We really did not. Do you have any good predictions for us?
Yes, I do, actually. I think that the fraud that has just so conveniently come up with through Minnesota, and many people are talking California, Illinois, like there's not going to be any fraud there. And I believe something just happened in Boston within the snap. I personally think that having been in the tech industry for so long and having been up on this crypto thing for the last 12, 13 years, I think that this fraud is so big because it's not just United States wide, it's worldwide. And they've uncovered it in Ireland, some of the same schemes, and somebody's going to probably come out with it about the UK very shortly. I think that this could be such a devastating thing and so big that it creates or causes the powers that be to create a national emergency. And it's going to be a financial national emergency. And this may be how they wrap it all in to transition us to digital currencies. And then they're going to be able to devalue the American dollar to reduce the debt that we owe everyone else. And that brings everyone else's in. If anyone's interested in that, go look at Scott Bessent's treasury plan for the stable coin. But I think that they will be able to possibly declare this national emergency. And they're not going to push it on us. That they know we'll revolt. They know we'll get angry. They tried to market it as a CBDC, the central bank digital currency narrative, and that backfired big time. So they had to change it to something no one would ever understand, even someone in tech called a stable coin. And when this happens, like I said, they're going to force us to demand it from them to be this new standard, because they're going to get everyone so angry about the fraud that they're going to demand that it's always tracked, demand that it's available in real time, which is a good thing. Mm-hmm. I think this is a good thing, but I just want everybody to try and be prepared, or at least try and get some just a little bit of knowledge behind it. And I will do the best I can to keep you guys informed every minute about it, because I'm just so steeped in it. And when we talk one day soon, you'll find out just how deep it goes. But I think that's my prediction. I'm going with a 50% prediction that we're going to be introduced a U.S. digital dollar this year when the regulations come in, and it's going to be quite an interesting tie-in with everything, especially the fraud. And why is no media? No media is covering this. And from what I can understand, this may be the largest fraud in the history of the world. Yeah. I mean, this is insane. So I don't know.
I mean, if they report it all on what's going on in Minnesota, they always qualify it with, covered by a right-wing YouTuber.
Right.
Yeah, 24-year-old kid. And let's say even if all of his reporting isn't 100% accurate, it at least shows you something is there. And why have the legacy media outlets just basically turn up their nose against this? And it's happening elsewhere. It's probably, I saw somebody postulated the other day that when we talk about our debt, our national debt, which is what, $40-50 trillion now, they're theorizing that at least half, if not maybe most of it, is because of fraud and abuse.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think it's bigger than they're even saying at all.
I agree.
Right now.
But you know why I think they don't want that out is because if you're an American and you're getting up to go work, You're getting up early every day. You work. Some people work in 2 jobs. Some people have 3 jobs to make ends meet. And we're paying our taxes. And this government has given away billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars here and around the world to fraudulent causes and people. And it's like they're just spitting on us. And we're supposed to just sit here and take it and be like, okay, let me just pay my next tax. I mean, if somehow collectively Americans could just say, you know what, this year we're not paying our taxes. If you want the money, go get it from all the fraudsters. I mean, that might change things.
There is a movement out there that it's gaining some attention. I think there's some people trying to promote it pretty hard, but I think the hashtag is EFIT, EFIT. And it's about not paying your federal income tax. And it's got some traction. And I don't blame people. I think that we kind of need as a people to throw out that warning shot because it's going to be a moment where everyone goes, well, I'm not doing it. I'm not paying. I'm not this. And it's almost like you got to say to yourself, is that planned as well? Because are they trying to bring everything down to just such a chaotic situation that we don't know where to go and what to do? They're going to confuse us about our money. They're going to make us insecure about what our net worth is through our assets or homes. They can devalue that at any time. I just think we are literally at one of the most important points in history when it comes to this country, for sure. And I actually think that we're going to be taking over more countries here. I think the world might have even changed overnight and we don't realize it, but like the United States is going to control the Western hemisphere of the world. I mean, it's 100%. Obvious. And they're going to go to the other side's going to try. And this whole Venezuela thing, how much weirdness is surrounded by it and people not trusting the story completely. I still find it a good move because we did build Venezuela. We did do a lot of things down there for years.
Brad, I don't mean to cut you off, but I got to hit this last break. So.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. We'll talk. We got plenty of time to talk.
Thank you for the call.
Right.
Talk to you soon. Bye. Back after this.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics.
Blended families, bonus children, and co-parenting can bring amazing experiences, but it can also be overwhelming and complicate your estate plan. How can families navigate the process when entering into this wonderful journey? I'm George Fine with Fine Legal Services. When it comes to your family's questions, our team can make planning for the future seamless and transparent. Call your Alexandria, Louisiana attorneys, George Fine and Jeremy Cedars, at 318-767-2226 to learn more, or visit fine-lawyers.com.
LSBA number LA2316294.
A message from Israel Air Conditioning and Heating.
Yeah, my mama, she told me to pick up and call Israel Air. She told me Israel Air. She told me. She said they'll come running with comfort beyond compare.
At a very fair price.
Because we're all about your comfort, no troubles. Call 442-6657. That's 442-6657. We're all about your comfort.
The Greenhouse presents Adopting a Pet. Have you been looking for love in all the wrong places? Then relax. The easiest way to find that special four-legged friend you've been longing for is online at adoptapet.com. Adoptapet.com is North America's largest nonprofit pet adoption website, serving over 17,000 animal shelters, humane societies, and pet rescue groups. Just type in your zip code and be amazed. Adopt a Pet at adoptapet.com.
Greenhouse.
Now back to Talkback, 970 AM.
All right, we're out of time for today. I always enjoy the conversation with you all. Steve and I will be back tomorrow. Any good topics you're covering today?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. That's my favorite topic.
That's right.
Have a good midday of the weekday. Hump day.